Hello everyone, this is my third video of Boolean algebra. In the last two videos, you all might have studied or understood about the terms of Boolean algebra and the 13 different theorems of Boolean algebra. Isn't it? I hope so you all might have worked out. You might have studied, isn't it? What are the 13 theorems? Tell me. Repeat with me. The theorems are associative law, commutative law, distributive law, identity element, law of complementation, idempotent theorem, dominance of 0 and 1, absorption theorem law 1, absorption law 2, absorption law 3 and absorption law 4, involution law and De Morgan's theorem. Like that 13 different theorems are there. So what is the use of these theorems? Yes, with the help of this theorem one can enlarge any Boolean function or shrink any Boolean function and find out the validity of the Boolean function and take two Boolean functions, whether they are equal or not, similar or not, two different Boolean functions. So this all we are going to see in this video. Let's move into classroom. With Boolean algebra rules, we are going to do three different works. One is enlargement, second one simplification, and third one verification. Okay, in these three works, we are going to apply rules of Boolean algebra. So enlarge, simplify, and verification. Let us see first one, enlargement. How we can enlarge a Boolean function using rules, using theorems. Okay. So let us take one Boolean function, that is f of a comma b is equal to a. Okay, this is one Boolean function. One simple Boolean function. We are going to enlarge this Boolean function. Enlargement. What is the advantage of enlargement? The advantage of enlargement is, yes, whenever in the Boolean operation, if some terms doesn't get simplified, so doesn't work out in a deadlock situation, that time we can enlarge and try a different method. Okay, for that enlargement is more helpful. Sometimes when in a function, if you need some deadline situation, deadlock situation, the time enlargement helps to come out from that situation and try other possibility. Okay, enlargement. Yes, always we have studied duality. We can enlarge every expression, every function, everything in two different ways. One is with OR operator, another one is with AND operator. Okay, so we can do it by two different ways. So OR operator, AND operator. We can enlarge using OR operator, we can enlarge using AND operator. Okay, now we are going to see how we can enlarge into OR operator. Yes, how we can enlarge. I am going to apply a rule. So applying a rule means nothing but finding out the similar term in a rule and taking out its equivalent right hand side term. If it is right hand side term, we will take out equivalent left hand side term. Okay. So that is the meaning of applying rules. Applying rules means finding out the similar term of the expression what we have in a theorem and taking out that respective theorem right hand side value. That is the meaning of application, applying. Okay. So what theorem left hand side is to one variable? Yes, there is one theorem, identity element, a dot 1 equal to a. Isn't it? Yes, that theorem a dot 1 equal to a. A dot 1 equal to a. But this theorem is based on AND operator, but we have decided to go with OR operator. So what is that? A plus 0 equal to A. So this one we have to take A plus 0. Okay, so we got it by identity element. Now how I can enlarge? Enlargement is nothing but adding more number of operator and adding more number of variables. Okay, so in here they have given function. You can add two variables. One is already present, isn't it? So I am going to add one more variable. So A plus, instead of 0 which theorem is suitable? Which theorem ends with 0, left hand side or right hand side? Law of complement theorem. A plus A bar equal to 1. A plus A bar equal to 1. And its equivalent dual is A dot A bar equal to 0. Okay? Yes. Law of complement theorem. But the complement law is related to variable A. I am going to use instead of A, B. I am going to use B. B dot B. B plus B bar equal to 1. B dot B bar equal to 0. Because variables are just names. Isn't it? Name referring particular function. Isn't it? That name referring function. So name is just is a changeable. Okay. We can use it for some time to refer one particular Boolean function, and after some time when the work is over, we can take the variable to refer another Boolean expression or another term. Okay, so variables are not the important one. What it is holding, what it is referring, Boolean statement, Boolean function, Boolean expression, that is important. Okay, so because of that, instead of 0 you can apply B dot B bar. So by identity, by complement law. By complement law. Okay. Now which theorem is suitable to apply? Which theorem is coming in right in this format out of 30 theorems? Yes, it is suitable to apply distributive law. Distributive law. So distributive law says that A dot B plus C equal to A dot B plus A dot C. Okay, like this way. So because of that, I can take A plus B dot A plus B bar. Okay, by distributive law. By distributive law. So now we have converted according to the rules A into A plus B dot A plus B bar. Okay, so today we are going to using OR operator. By OR operator method. So A we can rewrite it as A plus B dot A plus B bar. Once you are able to find out the terms with OR operator, you can find out the term with the AND operator also. What will be the term? Very simple. Instead of plus operator, you have to put dot operator, and dot operator will be changed into plus operator. So we can write it as A dot B plus A dot B1. Okay, so this is how we can enlarge any expression. We can enlarge any expression. For example, let me take another function f of so this method you have to remember. Okay. Let me take another function f of a comma b comma c is equal to a. How how I can enlarge it into three variable form? First I will enlarge it into two variable form. Okay. So a plus b dot a plus b bar. This is two variable form. Isn't it? Yes. Now I will enlarge it with three variable form. So in here I have done one more. So a plus b plus c dot a plus b plus c bar. Okay, this one is converted into two terms. A we are writing into form a plus b dot a plus b bar. Similarly, a plus b are writing as assuming that x, a plus b is x plus c dot x plus c bar. Same formula. A we are writing as a plus b dot a plus b bar. Similarly, a plus b we are writing as a plus b plus c dot a plus b plus c bar. Okay, so this a plus b is considered as x. Then it will come x plus c and x plus c bar. I hope so you all are clear. So similarly, if I am taking this one as y, so what will do now? Dot y plus c dot y plus c bar. Isn't it? Yes. So what is y? Y is a plus b bar. So a plus b bar plus c, a plus b bar plus c bar. This is how we can enlarge. Okay. So if you are going to enlarge the form a comma b comma c equal to a as, you can enlarge it as a plus b plus c dot a plus b plus c bar dot a plus b bar plus c dot a plus b bar plus c bar. Okay, this is how we can enlarge. If you are able to enlarge with OR operator, since you are enlarged with OR operator, you can enlarge it with AND operator also. Enlarging it with AND operator is very simple. How? Plus operator ought to be changed into dot operator, and dot will be changed into plus. So a dot b dot c plus a dot b dot c bar plus a dot b bar dot c plus a dot b bar dot c bar. How? This is the power of duality, dual theorem, dual principle. It means whatever function is said, whatever operation is said with OR operator, that one can be done with AND operator. Both are equal preference, equally competent. Okay, so such a way it is happening. So like that we can enlarge any expression, any term with one more variable or two more variables. Okay, like that I can enlarge. Similarly, you try at home, your form a comma b comma c comma d is equal to a. How I can enlarge it with four variables? Very simple. If you remember, C is the basic fundamental. How we are able to convert one variable into two variables? Same thing. Same logic we operate to convert one variable into two variables, then two variables into three variables. Now in here you are going to do one variable into two variables, then two variables into three variables, then three variables into four variables. Like this you have to do it. Okay. So this one you work on. So this is the power of rule, power of theorems. With the help of theorem we are able to enlarge the expression, enlarge the small expression into very bigger one. Okay, very bigger one we are able to enlarge using OR operator or using AND operator. In OR operator form or in AND operator form. Okay, both are. What is the meaning of it? Meaning is this one is equal to this one. This one, this function, both are equal. This function and this function all are equal. Because everything is started from A. As per the rule, it is started. Isn't it? So because of that, A and the terms what you have got, A plus B dot A plus B bar, that is equal. Or what you have got, A plus A dot B dot C plus A dot B dot C bar plus A dot B bar dot C plus A dot B bar dot C bar equal. Yes. If you are closely monitoring, if you would have observed closely, yes, if you do the reverse operation, that is called simplification. Now we learned how to enlarge. The enlarge expression, if you do reverse thing, yes, if you apply in reverse with all theorems, you can minimize. Okay, that is the one simplification process. Let's get into second process, simplification. Yes, simplification. How we can simplify? Simplification is nothing but reducing operators as well as variables from the Boolean function. Okay, reducing operators as well as variables from the Boolean function, from the given function. That is called simplification. You have to reduce, you have to minimize. How we can minimize? Using theorems, using rules. As per the rules, we are going to minimize the expression. Okay, we are going to simplify the function. Let us take one Boolean function. F of A comma B is equal to, let me take one Boolean function. A dot B plus A dot B bar, A bar dot B and A bar dot B bar. This is one Boolean function. Okay, this Boolean function, large Boolean function. This Boolean function I am going to simplify. How I am going to simplify? Let us see. How we can simplify? Yes. In order to simplify, what is similar? We have to take out the nearby terms. Nearby similar terms. Any similar terms are there? A dot B. This is one term. This is one term. This one another term. This one another term. This one another term. Okay. So it means 4 different terms are there. 4 different terms are there. In this term, all variables are multiplied. So we can say this is product term. This one is product term. This one is product term. Why it is product term? Because 2, 3 variables are logically multiplied. And operation is called multiplication operation in Boolean algebra. Okay. So because of that we call product terms, multiplication terms. 2, 3 variables are logically multiplied. So it is product term. So it means this is one product term, this is another product term, this is another product term, and this is another product term. So 4 different terms are added. 4 different terms are, what is that? 4 different terms are added. Sum, total, addition operation, meaning is OR operation in Boolean algebra. logically added. Okay, such a way. So any number of variables, more than one variable is multiplied. More than one variable is operated with the AND operation, that is said to be a product term. If more than one variable is instead of multiplication added, that is said to be a sum term. Okay, sum term, total term, sum term. Either we can call it sum term. If it is instead of multiplication or operation, this is sum term. In here it is multiplied, so it is product term. In here it is added, so it is sum term. Okay, so like we said, we can call the term as product term and sum term. Now let's come into simplification. How many terms are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 terms are there. Our first duty is to check any similar terms are there. Any similar terms? A dot B. No similar terms. A dot B bar. No similar terms. A bar dot B. No similar terms. A bar dot B bar. No similar terms. Okay, no similar terms. Then second one. What is repeated? No equal terms are same. Equal terms are missing, not there. Okay. Now next one is in any two terms similar variables are seen. Similar names are there. Yes, in this similar names are there. In here A, in here A. But in this is B, this is B bar. So similar names, some similar names are there in two terms. In here A, in here A. Similarly, in here A bar. Yes. If it is similar term is present in more than one term, that is similar to the Boolean rule of distributive law. What the distributive law says? A dot B plus C equal to A dot B plus A dot C. See this is a distributive law. A dot B plus A dot C. So similar terms are there, when we can take out and write down the variables of each term, uncommon terms like this. That thing we are going to do. So distributive law we are going to apply. So if we apply distributive law, A dot B plus B bar. Understood? I have applied distributive law because it is matching in the right hand side term of distributive law. I have written the equivalent left hand side term. Instead of C, B bar is there. So instead of C, B bar is there. So variable doesn't matter. Only the thing is terms. This is one expression, this is another expression, right? So similarly, this is one expression, another expression. This is another expression, same expression. Okay, so by this way you can remember. Then plus A bar dot B plus B bar. A plus B bar. We have some rewritten. So we got it by identity element, distributive law. By distributive law we got it. Now anything we should have to apply. Yes. There is a theorem to apply. What theorem? Law of complement theorem. A plus A bar equal to 1. That theorem we are going to apply. So accordingly, B plus B bar will become 1. So A dot 1 plus A bar dot 1. A dot 1 plus A bar dot 1. Okay, by complement. By complement law. Now any theorem should have been applied. This what is that? A dot 1. A dot 1 is by identity element dot 1 is A. A dot 1 is A. And A bar dot 1 is A bar. Okay, like this, by identity element. Then any other theorem is suitable to apply? Yes, again the same complement law, complement law. So it will be reduced to 1. So by complement law. Okay, so substitute we can simplify any Boolean function, we can simplify into small. In here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 operators are there. 7 operators. We are minimizing into no operator. Isn't it? In this no operator, simplification. Simplification is very important concept in Boolean algebra. Important thing in Boolean algebra. Okay. So because of this simplification method only, the devices, the operations are day by day is minimized. That's why we are able to see the advancement of digital technology. Whenever the advancement of digital technology happens, always we get the advancement in minimized form, combined form, small size form. We will get it. Always the advancement. You might have studied the first generation computers were from here to covering one whole classroom, 2-3 classroom covering. But through the advancement now we are able to handle the computer in one desktop. And we minimize. We are able to get the computer. We are able to get the computer in form, like a mobile. So mobile is an example of computer, digital technology. And that is how they have simplified. Yes, in that Boolean algebra plays vital role in simplification process. Okay, so I hope so you all understand about how to simplify. Yes, the simplification. I will tell what is the equivalent dual form. A plus B dot A plus B bar dot A bar plus B dot A bar plus B bar. This is a dual one. If you simplify dual one, what you will get? Yes, you will get, instead of 1, you will get 0. If you simplify, you will get 0. Okay, you will get 0. How? So A plus B. If you apply any similar term, no similar term, but common variables are there. So A plus B dot B bar dot A bar plus B plus B bar. Okay. And then next one is that A plus B dot B bar is 0. Dot A bar plus B plus, sorry, we get B dot B bar. So B dot B bar is 0. So A plus 0 dot A bar plus 0. A plus 0 is by identity element, it will be A. In here A bar plus 0 by identity element, A bar. So A dot A bar is 0. Okay, so like I said, we can get. So it means in the dual theorem, in the dual functionality, dual principle, 1 will be changed into 0. 0 will be changed into 1. Plus will be changed into dot. Dot will be changed into plus sign. Okay. That is the principle of dual. Dual principle is, in the theorem classical means, the dual theorem will be dot. In the normal theorem, dot is means dual theorem will be plus. In after doing these changes, we can prepare dual theorem. Okay, so we can prepare dual theorem of any function equal very easily. For example, the dual theorem of this function a dot b bar plus 0. What is the dual theorem? Dual expression, dual term. So dual one is dual is a plus b bar dot 1. This is a dual. This is a dual. Okay. So in order to do dual, in order to find out dual, you have to convert dot into plus into dot, 0 into 1. If it is 1 means 0. Okay, later we have to make changes. So today for every expression we can find out dual expression. Okay, every functionality we can find out dual function. Every theorem we can find out dual theorem. Okay, so this is the understanding of duality, both of them. Now, third theorem is verification. Verification process. Third step is verification. Let us verify two functions f of a comma b is equal to ab plus ab bar. Okay, ab bar. This is one function. Another function f of a comma b is equal to a plus b whole bar plus dot a plus b, a bar plus b whole bar. Now two functions we have. These two functions we have to check whether they are equal or not. Equal or not. We are going to verify. We are going to verify. Verification. How we can check these two functions equal or not? How we can check? Yes, we can check it through by Boolean theorems, Boolean rules. With the help of Boolean rule, we can check whether both are equal or not. How we can check? Either you have to enlarge. If you enlarge fully, it will come into one form. This one also to be enlarged, it will come to one form. Both the resultant value to be checked equal or not. If it is equal, yes, we can tell both the functions are equal. Otherwise, not equal. Or another method, what is that? Instead of enlarging, we can simplify. We can simplify first Boolean function, and then the second Boolean function we can simplify and compare the result. Both are equal or not. If both are equal, the simplified terms are coming equal of both the functions, then we can say both are equal, otherwise unequal. So like I said, this will be simplified. So let us see. Let us take term 1. Isn't it? So let us take term 1. This one. So A dot B plus B bar. A dot B plus B bar. Isn't it? A dot B plus B bar. B plus B bar is 1. So A dot 1. A dot 1 is A. Isn't it? So A is A dot 1 and that is A. So A is the simplified one result of first term result, isn't it? Now second term, let us work with the second Boolean function. A plus B bar dot A bar plus B. So how we can simplify? De Morgan's theorem. A bar dot B bar dot A double bar dot B bar. Isn't it? De Morgan's theorem. De Morgan's theorem in might have studied A plus B whole bar equal to A bar dot B bar. its dual is A dot B whole bar equal to A bar plus B bar. Similarly, A bar dot B bar. So, A bar dot B bar dot A double bar is involution theorem. By involution theorem it will be A dot B bar. So now let us take B bar. B bar is common. So if you take B bar, sorry. So in here what is that? When you look at the terms, all operators are equal operators. All operators are equal operators. So what is the advantage of equal operators? Equal operators, associative law we have studied. When operators are equal, you can evaluate it in any order. You can put the variable here and there. You can clear the variable and you clear the variable. A dot B bar dot B bar dot B bar. According to my own way, and we are the variables. Because all operators are same. All operators are same. If all operators are same, according to commutative law, A plus B equal to B plus A, it means we can write the variable at left or right side, isn't it? And according to associative law, we can evaluate it in any order. So I am arranging it according to both the theorems. I am arranging it in my own order. Now I will evaluate my own way. So what is that? B dot B bar, B bar dot B bar, B bar dot B bar is according to the Heidelberg theorem, A dot A equal to A. According to Heidelberg theorem, A dot A equal to A. Its dual is A plus A equal to A. So similarly, it will become A dot A bar dot B bar. It will be okay. Then what is the next one? According to complement law, A dot A bar is 0. A dot A bar is 0. So A dot A bar is 0. So law of complement, A plus A bar is 1 and its equal dual is A dot A bar is 0. Okay. So it will be 0 dot B bar. What is the function of 0 dot B bar? That one, in that one we have to remember the postulates, Boolean postulates. In the AND operation, 1 input value is 0, the result will be 0. We don't need to consider result. Or dominance of 0 and 1. So the theorem A plus 1 equal to 1. Its dual is A dot 0 equal to 0. So accordingly, this is A. If we consider that one as A dot 0. Instead of A, B bar is there. Variables are nothing but names, isn't it? So just the name will be changed. So because of that, B bar dot 0 is 0. Okay, B bar dot 0 is 0. But in here we have simplified it got 0. In here we got A. So 0 not equal to A. So both the functions are not equal. Okay, like this way we can verify two different functions. Two different functions we can verify whether both are equal or not. So I hope so you all might have understood, isn't it? So go through the exercises given and try to do all the exercises without missing any other thing. Find out the similar exercises. No need to take all exercises. Find out the similar exercises what you have studied and work on by yourself. Definitely you can understand, you can do much ahead than what we have studied in the video. Okay, yes. Today's class is over and next class I will come up with some more terms, some more concepts. Till then, bye bye. Take care.